Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wreckfest. Welcome back to the Wreckfest Trans Am series. This is the season finale. This is the B main. We got a surprising face here in the B main. Blue Vet had a mishap in qualifying. He'll be starting the B main. Yes, the B main in 12th position. So he has his work cut out for him for sure. We'll keep an eye on that. About to load in now. Buddy, thanks for tuning in. Just 30 seconds into the stream. See how this goes. Should be an interesting one for sure. As soon as it all gets loaded here, we'll be ready to go racing during the Wreckfest Trans Am series, brought to you by Rogue Energy. Don't forget to use code WTS like you see at the top of your screen for 10% off of your Rogue Energy order at checkout. That's code WTS. Right. Good to go here very shortly. Very short. Go ahead and plug the stream within the server. Alrighty. That has been plugged now. And we should be just about good to go. Oh, yeah, me actually. Alright. My mistake there. We're here at Espedalen for the regular season finale. Find my spot here quickly. We'll go right here. Hopefully it doesn't glitch out too bad. Way of the track. Alright. As long as it's not rolling, it should be okay. Alright, let's get this rolling here. And we got Inner Astra on pole position. We're gonna go racing here very shortly. And right on time, we're to the grid. It is Inner Astra and Under Music lining up in the front row. Everyone else is kind of shuffling back there, getting themselves situated as we are about to go racing for 25 laps here in the B main. Top 3 advance, everybody else goes home. Blue Vet needs a good result here. Gotta pass a good chunk of the field, essentially last to first. Last Tuesday he did last to third. We'll see. He has the drive, but will he have the space? Thanks for joining, everybody. We got 12 here in the B main. We're about to go racing for 25 action-packed laps. Cars are revving their engines. We are away. Inner Astra with an absolutely incredible start. He's going to be clear into turn 1. Foul Coyote up in second place. Who's that? Blue Vet! Passes about 5 cars in one corner. What a drive from him already. What a move. And here he goes, cutting inside, and he's going to get 2 more. And just like that, in 2 corners, he is 1 spot away from the transfer spot. Inner Astra, Foul Coyote, Deceitful, with Blue Vet behind him. Blue Vet's going to be a real nuisance for these guys. The championship contender in the B main. It's not often you see something like that happen. We come to the end of lap 1 already. Blue Vet into 4th position. Inner Astra continues to lead, but that lead is starting to dwindle just a little bit behind him. Look at the dive bomb here from Deceitful. Look at the move here from Blue Vet. He goes into third place, and as it stands, he's in the A main. Top three are Inner Astra, Deceitful, and Blue Vet. Those three are closing in very quickly towards each other. We are going to have a scrap for first place before you know it. Deceitful going up the inside. Can he get alongside? Can he stay alongside? Inner Astra, gotta be careful with that exit wall. And here comes Blue Vet. They might be 3 wide. Deceitful up the inside. He's going to send it to turn 1. Will he overshoot it, or Inner Astra make it stick? They're going to be 4 wide nearly into turn 1. Blue Vet up the inside. He goes into second place. Will he challenge for the lead now? It is going to be nose to tail. Deceitful and Blue Vet. Look at this battle for the lead. Blue Vet going up the inside. Deceitful holding on to it. Here comes Foul Coyote. Inner Astra trying to get back into the mix. Look at the lunge here from Foul Coyote. He's going to get a great drive off the final corner. Will there be 3 wide? He backs out of it. Blue Vet goes into the lead of the race here on lap number 4. What a drive from him. It only took him 4 laps. And that was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to happen. We have a 3 wide battle here for third. Inner Astra goes off. He's going to lose time. Fluidic Voyage now into the transfer spot. Foul Coyote looking to get ahead. Bit of a peek, a bit of a dive even. Here they come. Blue Vet starting to extend his lead now. Look at this. In just 5 laps, he is well clear of everyone. That dive into the first corner really helped him out a lot. He got 5 cars in turn 1. Deceitful, Fluidic Voyage, and now Foul Coyote and Inner Astra are going to be going at it. This is for 4th and 5th positions. Thanks, Cheese. And I try my best. Foul Coyote running in 4th ahead of Inner Astra, just ahead of them. Fluidic Voyage is going to be alongside Deceitful. He's going to go into 2nd spot. Who's going to be ahead into turn 1? There's some contact. They get a little bit sideways, but they sort themselves out. As Blue Vet continues to drive into the sunset, I'm going to wonder how far ahead will Blue Vet be at the end of this race. We're going to go towards the back a little bit. Let's see, we got Pierce Fire Blaster, Carney Batman, Old Skills, Camerado Moose, Undead Music. Those guys are well out of contention. Lap times, top left. Blue Vet, of course, is 6/10 clear of Fluidic Voyage, who's in 2nd place in terms of fastest laps. That is here just on lap number 7. Wonder if he can get within the 32-second bracket. He's got the clear air. He very well could. Inner Astra looking up the inside of Foul Coyote. And he gets a little bit loose there. A little bit too far into that corner. Here comes Inner Astra. Will he try to cut back? Watch out for Texas Senior. Texas Senior closing in. Small contact there. Blue Vet already here on lap number 8 is looking to lap Undead Music, Fluidic Voyage. Pretty equally sized gap now to 3rd place. Doesn't look like he's in much danger. No, who is in danger is Texas Senior and Inner Astra. Inner Astra up the inside now. This would be for 5th position. He goes back into 5th, but I think he might have overdriven the corner just a little bit. Undead Music gets out of the way. Some contact here. Gotta avoid the wall, and he does just that. I think that might have been his fender there, hung up on the wall. Someone's fendered it. A bit of car stuck in the wall. And Inner Astra, speaking of the wall, he goes into the wall. He loses out on 5th spot. They're 3 wide now. Inner Astra, will he lose out on more positions? He will. He loses 2 more. He might have some damage to his car. Texas Senior, he's going to have a go in the grass all the way off the track. He loses 3-4 spots, maybe even more. No, he recovers, but he loses 4 spots out of it. Here's Fire Blaster, Inner Astra fighting it out for 5th position. 3 wide and 2 wide behind him. Carney Batman and Texas Senior beating and banging doors. We're about to have a 5-car scrap for 5th place. Contact. Inner Astra and Fire Blaster. Pierce just behind them. Fire Blaster. Oh, he backs into Carney Batman just a little bit, and Texas Senior runs over him. Now Carney Batman's going to send it nearly 3 wide. Gets into the side of Pierce just a little bit. Pierce with an absolutely stellar drive off the final corner. Laid on the brakes. And he's all good there. Pierce successfully into 6th position. Interastra driving a bit wide. Texas Senior takes 8th from Carney Batman. But Batman's not done yet. Already here on lap 11 of 25. These guys around to the final corner. They'll be starting their 11th lap. Undead Music calling it a day early. He qualified in 2nd. Had a rough start and it only got worse from there. Go back to the front. Blue Vet with now Cameron Moose and Old Skills in between him and Fluidic Voyage in 2nd place. There's the gap. Blue Vet's just on another level. Has he improved his fastest lap time? He has! My goodness. Look at that. He's now 7/10 clear in terms of fastest lap times. 32.749. He's just showing out here, showing why he is a championship contender. Deceitful runs in 3rd now. Al Coyote trying to run him down. Interastra and Pierce knows to tell the 2 blue cars. There'd be a cutback here. He drives it deep into the corner. Here's KF. Trying to hunt him down. He runs 6th. Interastra is in 5th. And it's all kind of sorted itself out here up ahead. Is that a battle? What a move there. Fluidic Voyage goes around the outside of Cameron Moose. That's going around a lap car, but it was very impressive nonetheless. Goes Deceitful. He runs in 3rd, comfortably ahead of Foul Coyote, except not as far as he once was. Texas Senior. I think for the first time since Season 1. Let's see if we can't get some broadcast views. Interastra going over the hill. Running comfortably in 5th position. See the lap times there. Still the same. Old Skills. Then Plum last. He's actually fighting with Cameron Moose. Gonna try up the inside. Will he? Not this time. Across the grass. Pierce went 6/10 of a second faster than his personal best. People runs 3rd. Old Skills and Cameron Moose. That's the battle for last ahead of him. Here's Blue Vet. League of his own. Maybe we'll go back to free cam. Or the track this way. Goes Blue Vet. He's now going to lap 9th place Fire Blaster. My goodness. Voyage. Still in 2nd. Old Skills. Now soon to be lapped by Deceitful. And this is actually going to close up the gap from Deceitful to Foul Coyote. He can't navigate this traffic in an organized manner. Looks like he got through it. Just fine. Gotta get past Old Skills still. We hit 6 laps to go. Be space here. Gotta find a spot to get by Old Skills. Try not to lose him too much time. Because the gap only that big for the transfer spot. Oh, he's really run out of space here. What a disaster that is. Deceitful. Did he get damage from that? If so, how much? Like the gap hasn't come down as much as we first thought. Old skills. Not being the best blue flag right now. Already a lap down. Now, Coyote goes past Old Skills. Has some decent straight line speed. He's going to stay just ahead of him. And there he goes. Coyote sends it in deeper. Inner Astra now. Closing in to 4th place Coyote. Here comes Pierce as well. And Old Skills still fighting back. Some contact there. Will he be in the wall here? Gotta be careful. And he is in the wall. Huge contact. Will that be a safety car? Gotta imagine it might be. The way that went. Let's see as Coyote gets hit on the side. Inner Astra run up the inside into 4th position. No, he won't. Coyote with a great drive off the corner there. And he clears him. Wall safe and sound. Coyote as it stands. No safety car called. Well, this battle is far, far from over. Going for 4th. Deceitful likes to see this. Deceitful's going to drive away. See behind him. Battle's on track. In fact, there's Blue Vet. So up ahead, you see Deceitful. There's 3rd place. Right there, Deceitful is in 3rd place, and here is your race leader now. He had 10 more laps. He might win by a full lap. Cameron Moose and Texas Senior. That's a lapped car. Coyote, Inner Astra. Got across the track. Battle seems to be all but settled here. What the gap is, you can see there's your race leader there. That is your race leader, Blue Vet, as he's coming to the white flag. And here comes 2nd place. Not yet. Not yet. Keeping an eye on Blue Vet. Make sure he doesn't go into the wall. Trying to navigate this traffic. There is 2nd place. That's the gap. Blue Vet, who started tail end of the field. 1 half lap away from a B main victory and an A main appearance once again. He'll have his work cut out for him in the A main. Texas Senior gets out of the way. He laps 7th on down after starting in 12th. And he's going to exit this final set of corners here. A B main winner for the first time in his career. Blue Vet wins the B main here in round number 7 in an absolutely spectacular fashion. So the Voyage is going to exit the final corner. He will be in 2nd place. Deceitful, all on his own, is going to round out the advancing cars. As Coyote, Inner Astra, and Pierce could not catch him. Coyote could lose a spot here. He could lose a spot here. Inner Astra is going to go around the outside. He's going to nip him just before the line. Inner Astra finishes the B-main in 4th position. Back there, oh man. Bit of salty driving. Nonetheless, a great finish for 4th position. Great drive from Blue Vet. Absolutely incredible stuff. Cameron Moose is coming. Cheered. Will he be anywhere? Oh, he's way back there. So it's going to be those 3. Blue Vet, Fluidic Voyage, and Deceitful. Comfortably advancing into the A main. What a drive from Blue Vet. That's going to be one for the record books. Are going now to the A main. And before the A main, we will take a look at these championship standings. Today we just look at the playoff picture. Green have already locked their spot in the playoff. They cannot drop out of the playoff no matter what happens. The yellow are in contention for the top 5. 4 drivers and 2 spots available. Deceitful. Pitied Mender on the outside looking in. Deceitful has to find 6 points over Teague to advance. Nate, he's a little bit of ways ahead, but he could still technically drop out. Pitied Mender, however, does have a ways to go. He's at 57 points. So it's going to be close. Going to be very, very close. We'll have to keep an eye on those. Deceitful, Pitied Mender, Teague 10, and Nate to see who advances to the playoffs. The top 5 advance. Everyone else goes home, and they have to battle for 6 on down in the point standings. So as we get ready, just want to remind everybody that it is code WTS, like you see at the top of your screen, for 10% off of your Rogue Energy order. That's code WTS, like the top of the screen. So we'll be loading in here shortly. Take a look at the starting grid. We got Had, who's going to be Tootsie today in the lobby. See that name join in here. Second now. Willionaire and Thomas Jr., your top 3. We take a look at the standings just to get reference. Thomas Jr. fortunately in 12th position, out of the running. Blue Paradise and Pitied Mender 4th and 5th. So Blue Paradise. Pitied Mender, who sits 7th, starts the race in 5th. Nate, who has kind of got a safe gap. Teague 10. Teague 10. Looks like Teague 10 is a no-show today. So this is really it for Deceitful. Deceitful has to find his way up the grid. He's got to find his way past Teague 10. Huge opportunity for Deceitful, although he will be starting towards the back of the pack. And after, let's see, we got Pitied Mender, we got Nate in 6th, Apple Gang in 7th, ZRT in 8th, Blooded Mean, Skins in 10th, Sergeant Nut Cheese and Defiant. And of course your top 3 finishers from the B main being Blue Vet, Deceitful, and Fluidic Voyage. Also a reminder that you drop your worst result of the first 7 races. So Teague will be dropping only 8 points, whereas Deceitful will be dropping 11, so another 3-point gap there. So the gap is 6 now, plus 3. It's 9. So Teague, yes, Deceitful has to find at least 10 points. Take a look at the point system. Gotta finish at least 11th. Deceitful, if he finishes 11th, he will be in the playoffs and Teague 10 will be out. Pitied Mender, he's got to find 23 points. Pitied Mender has to win. If Pitied Mender wins today, for the first time in his career, he would be through to the playoffs. And Nate, across the top there, 4 consecutive 4th place finishes. Can you believe that? He didn't score in the first round, then he finished 5th and then 4th straight races. What else? What else? How many points is Nate dropping? He's dropping 0. So he's keeping his 90 points. Realistically, he would need a disaster to not make the playoffs. But we're looking at Deceitful. So Deceitful, he needs 11th. Pitted Mender needs a victory, otherwise he's going home early. We'll bring this off the screen now. And just get ready to load in. Take a look at the leaderboards one last time in this regular season. Loads up. I get a B-class car. Gonna get a B-class car. It's for me. Alright. Now leaderboards. Back to change, did it? Very interesting. Okay, let's try that again. There we go, B-class. Let's see. Laticuro straight away in third. Of course not in a championship car. Who else do we have here? Blue Vet in 15th. That is a championship car. Thomas Jr. on championship. Millionaire championship car. You get the idea. While we're here, there's Nate. Soul Capybara is a great name. Blue Paradise. Add. Voyage. All in the top 50. ZRT just outside the top 50. Question remains, who makes the playoffs? Who will win the regular season title? One last time for the championship standings. We'll take a look at the top. Had he's dropping 0 points today. Blue Vet is dropping 18. That's going to put him at 106. Millionaire is only dropping 11. That puts him at 127. Excuse me. Yes, 127. 127, 111, 106, your top three. With the drop results, of course. It could always have a worse result today. Except for Had. He already has a 0 point round as he did not race last weekend. Last week, rather. Last Tuesday. We race on Tuesdays. Be up here, so they're not waiting on me this time. Pretty Mender seems to be loading in. And right on time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this should be exciting. We got the A main. Pull off here. Gonna get out of the way of everybody. Alright, there we go. Alright. We have... Who have we on pole? That's right, it is Had. Case. It's Tootsie. Alright. One's getting ready to go here. Thomas Jr. Out on the heels already. This is going to be a wild run down to turn number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wreckfest Trans Am Series. Welcome to round number 7, the regular season finale. Engines are revving. We're about to go racing 50 laps here at round number 7 to determine a regular season champion and to determine the playoffs. We are racing. What a start from Millionaire. Look at Blue Paradise is going to look up the inside, contact behind from Nate, and everyone's spinning up behind him. They all save it though. 5 wide, and we are safe. So Blue Paradise just gets overtaken. He goes down to 4th. Apple Gang, oh my goodness, look at this gaggle of cars behind him. 4 wide, 5 wide contact. Blue Vet caught up in the mix. Deceitful. He needs 11th or better. He's got a ways to go. Pitted Mender needs a win. He's got to get past all these cars. Look at this, 4 wide contact, 3 wide now. 2 cars completely off the track. Will he survive this wall here? Will anyone touch it? They all get past, nice and clean, so Millionaire leads. Had in 2nd. Nate in 3rd. Nate sitting on the podium. Will he finish 4th again? We'll keep an eye on that today. Look at this battle. Get a little bit of frame drop. Blue Vet fighting for his life. Pitted Mender well out of contention for this win as it stands. Where's Deceitful? He is down in 15th spot. That won't do. That just won't do. He's at the back of the grid. And in the wall there, Fluidic Voyage! Fluidic Voyage is into the wall. One more spot for Deceitful. No one else gets collected in it, so no safety car. Skins sends it up the inside of Flooded Mean. Nutcheese runs wide. Blue Vet runs wide due to the contact. Gonna send it deep here. A lunge from Skins over the curb. Watch out for Nutcheese. He runs wide. Skins runs wide. Here comes Blue Vet. Up the inside of Skins. Blue Vet all the way up to 8th already. Starting in 13th position. We're going to go back to the front here as we're going to have a battle for the lead. It is Had and Millionaire, the age-old battle. This war will rage on into the playoffs and likely into the championship round. These two, one championship apiece. This year's the rubber match. This season, first of 2023. Who is going to take the 2-1 advantage? Or will it be 1-1-1? Can Blue Vet get in there? Can someone else steal a championship? We never know. You gotta watch to find out. Those two already locked into the playoffs. Nate, he's all but safe. Blue Paradise looking to take away that 3rd spot. What a disaster this would be for Nate. Surely not 4th again. Would be an unprecedented run of 4th positions. What a run it would be, though. Pretty impressive, if you ask me. Blue Vet sitting in 7th, looking to pick off his teammate, Thomas Jr. And now Applegang as well. He could get up into 5th spot before we even get to lap number 10. Nate and Blue Paradise is still battling it out. Had and Millionaire still nose to tail. Pitted Mender, he has a ways to go. Deceitful, caught in traffic. Frustratingly in 15th position. He has no pace. He might have damage. Got to get to 11th. He could do so. CRT and Skins up here. They're battling it out. He could realistically get up here. It's not that far at all for him to get up into a playoff spot. Further up ahead, we have two two-car battles. One for the lead. Actually, it's side by side. Millionaire pulls ahead just as we join in. Had, who is Tutor Tickle, racing on an alt today, but it is Had, as you can tell by the severe battle he's having with Millionaire. I cannot believe how close Had just got to that wall. I'm not sure you'd be able to put a piece of paper between him and the wall just then. Late lunge, late lunge. Hardly any contact. This is some of the greatest clean driving I've ever seen. Millionaire will go around the outside here. He's gonna make it stick. Leaves room for Had. Doesn't send it at the inside because that's not an optimal overtaking spot. Easy to lose traction, then you lose your whole run down to this last corner and also the front stretch. Again, very close to the wall. He is playing with fire. Had trying to push for the win. Nate holding on to 3rd, like his life depends on it, and Blue Vet. Blue Vet is in 5th. Can you believe it? Where's Defiant? And look at this. That was Fluidic Voyage. Again, I think he crashed in the same spot. He's out of the race. Deceitful pushing hard. I think he knows he needs 11th spot. There's 13th, 12th, 11th. All he's got to do is catch Skins. All he's got to do is get into Skins' spot. 11th place is all it takes. It's like that. Have guys battling it out. Right behind him. Already catching up. The pace. Unbelievable. Had has taken the lead of the race. Millionaire in 2nd. Gonna look at the inside here. He thinks better of it. I think that caused Had to go a little bit too defensive, a little bit too deep. Might have faked him out. Careful with the inside wall! I think he might have scraped it there. Some desync because he hasn't lost as much time as you would have if you actually hit it that hard. Either didn't hit it at all or he scraped it. Light scrape. Get Had pulling out a bit of a gap now. Look at Nate Pulling on for dear life. He runs a little bit wide. And Blue Paradise catch up. Can he make a move for third position? Contact on the inside. Nothing doing yet. Blue Vet. Another recovery drive from him. That's 3 consecutive recovery drives for Blue Vet. He went from last to third, 12th to 1st in the B main here today, and now he's already up to 5th spot. If we get a safety car, who knows? It's now Deceitful. We've missed it, but Deceitful is into the transfer spot. Deceitful. As here comes Blue Paradise. Looking to steal third from Nate. Hold on to it, Nate. Blue Paradise goes through into 3rd spot. The elusive podium. Is it falling out of Nate's hands once again? Blue Paradise, look at the gap. It's already 3 to 4 car lengths by the end of the straightaway into turn 1. Now, granted, we are only on lap 13 out of 50. Plenty of time to go. No need to panic, but the gap. Nate. No. He had it. He did. We're going to go further behind him. Deceitful, as it stands, is now out of a playoff spot. Diddy Mender needs to win. He is gonna need a miracle. Oh, there's contact. It's Deceitful. It's Deceitful who gets hit by Nut Cheese. And as it stands, Deceitful gets knocked out of the playoffs. And look at the gap he has to gain. He's got 36 laps to do it. He's got to catch Pity Mender. He's got to be in 11th. Got to calm down here. He's already pushing too hard. He's got to calm down. Chris can go from bad to worse. Especially with the leaders coming behind him. Gotta get out of the way of the leaders. Then he can follow the leaders' line, and really, if he doesn't lose time to the leaders, of course he's lost a lap, but he can try and follow the leaders' line and do what Max Verstappen did in, I believe, 2015. Maybe it was 2016 in Monaco. Followed the leader and used the blue flags that the other lapped cars had to do to his advantage. He gained a couple positions. That's what Deceitful could do here. He could follow the leaders, or alternatively he can try and push and get back up to 11th. Further up ahead, Blooded Mean, ZRT, Applegang. This is 8th, 9th, and 10th. Defiant as well, who's in 7th. Deep. Blooded Mean, get in there. Oh, a bump and run. ZRT, he gets bumped and run by Applegang. Pity Mender, Nut Cheese, running comfortably all by themselves in 11th and 12th. Deceitful getting out of the way, but it's going to come at a terrible time for the leader. Oh, it's going to come at a really bad time for the leader. This is exactly what Willionaire needed. He's closing. Still Deceitful in the way. Deceitful gets a good drive, but not good enough. He lets off. Now he needs to get out of the way of Willionaire. So runs wide to get out of the way, but the gap is closed. The gap to the leader had, and Willionaire has closed down significantly. So in the B main, the fastest lap was a 32.7. So far here, it is a 32.8. That lap that Blue Vet had was something else. He's at a 32.9. He's battling it out with Nate now for 4th. So Nate could go from a potential podium to not even a top 4. And what was that? Interesting. Very interesting. I digress. Blue Vet's going to be looking up the inside. And he's going to very easily get that position, honestly. Blue Vet's been on a different level. He's not been winning every single race, but he has been moving every single race. I'll tell you what. 32.7. As, oh my goodness, my car has somehow gotten onto the track. Did it lag? I parked well out of the way. I'm not sure what's happened here. How has that happened? Is that what that black screen was? I'm not sure, but it gets out of the way there. Skins puts it out of the way. Thanks, Skins. Apologies in advance. I'm not sure how that's happened. All I know is the screen went black, and then my car was in the middle of the track. Very strange occurrence. Oh, well, I'll put a link to the Discord here in a second. I get a chance. Or if anyone watching wants to link the Discord, I'll contact there. Thomas Jr. Thomas Jr. Running 6 into the wall. Blue Vet and Nate. Get out of the way. Apple getting the cheese pitted Mender. Mender running 12th. He needs to get up the order. Deceitful. Deceitful desperately needs to get up the order. There's Deceitful there. Season. The clock is running out. The clock is running out for his championship fight. Levet pulls away from Nate. He runs in third. Excuse me, fourth. Blue Paradise. Right there. Is in third. Can Blue Vet catch him? Can Blue Vet get another podium here? I don't understand how my car went from here, middle of the track facing straight. Very interesting glitch. Look at this battle behind him. Defiant, ZRT. This is 7th. Down to turn number 1. Buttermead behind him. Apple Gang. Biddied Mender. Here comes Had. And get out of the way. The leaders are trying to navigate this lap traffic. Millionaire is right on the heels of Had now. Biddied Mender sending it. He's now a lap down. He needs to win this race. The guys that he needs to be passing have just lapped him. I think it's all but over for Biddied Mender. On that cheese going up the inside. I think Had just has a little bit more pace today than Millionaire. Not much, but enough to stay ahead. The inside, Millionaire looking for the lead, and Had keeps that first position on lock. Good drive over the bridge and a good drive onto this back straightaway here. We're gonna keep an eye. Where's Deceitful? He's losing ground. He needs 11th. That's all he needs is 11th place. He's more than capable of an 11th. Unless, of course, he has some severe damage that be affecting his performance. I feel like he's easily capable of an 11th spot. There you see there Apple Gang, who is in 10th, about to get lapped. And we are just halfway through this race. Well, let's see. We'll get a link to the Discord into the chat. There you are. Bloxburg, if you're still watching, that one's for you. Apple Gang getting out of the way of the leaders. Millionaire, that's all he needed. Took a lap to put the link in the description, the chat rather, and it works out fine for us because we rejoin to a battle. Sure thing, Bloxburg, anytime. Gap here, come down. Will there be an opportunity to pass? Will Millionaire make a move for first? Had tried to bounce back from not racing at all last week. Skins out of the race. Deceitful still in 13th. Oh, he's losing ground. He has to have damage, surely. This is going to be a disappointing end to his season. And what's happened with Had? Bit of a moment. Had, are we pacing? Or did Had just have a moment? He's down. Had is to third. Now Blue Vet could potentially catch him. Biddied Mender. Had, oh, there's contact. The lapped cars are not being kind to Had right now. Blue Vet trying to get past desperately. He sees third place. Look at the cutback here from Blue Vet. Getting past the lapped cars. That was incredible. Now, granted, they weren't going to put that much up of a fight, but we've seen them fight here all day long. So, not that surprising that Blue Vet had a fight to get past these guys, and he made quick work of it. And now a podium is on the cards for Blue Vet. Guys are going to have to be on it. Deceitful looking like he's gonna miss out. He can get some kind of run going here. Just 21 laps to go. Soon to be 20. Ad quickly pulling ahead, but there's Defiant in between them. Have to get out of the way. There's Apple getting out of the way. Blue Paradise now sits in second. What a good result this would be for him. Defiant moves over. Those guys getting lapped, and Deceitful needs to be up here. He's got to get up to Flooded Mean spot, which is just right there. Eddie Mender to Nate, and he's hanging behind. But you never know. We still got 20 laps to go. There could be 2 more DNFs. All it takes is 2 more DNFs. Like he's struggling, and just like that, look at that. Flooded Mean runs wide. Gonna lose time. Oh wow. Eddie Mender also gonna run wide and lose time. So just like that, Deceitful not over yet. He can very well make the playoffs. Very well, he can make the playoffs. Winner still leads. ZRT, who sits in 7th, a lap down. Blue Paradise in 2nd. Then Had as tutor. Blue Vet in 4th. Defiant on track. Where is Nate? There he is. Running in 5th. Thomas Jr. a ways back. About a lap Deceitful. We're going to keep an eye on this Pitted Mender versus Flooded Mean battle. They're really going at it. Wrong move, and you guys are out of contention, and that's exactly what Deceitful needs. He needs some help. What does he have up his sleeve? He gets lapped by Thomas Jr., who's in 6th spot. Inside goes Pitted Mender. But Mean pulls away. Mender. Nothing doing there. She's getting to the spot. Defiant, look at this cutback. No cutback. Defiant parks up in the apex. More contact there. Here comes Nutcheese. Here comes Nate. A ways back from Blue Vet. Was there. Actually hunting down. Had. Here you see our leaders. Willionaire, Blue Paradise, Had, and Blue Vet. A gaggle of cars. A complete gaggle of cars. Contact there. Defiant. Gets bumped by Nutcheese. Thomas Jr. Thought for a second it might have been Deceitful. It wasn't. It was Thomas Jr. Can they catch up? And they close in to each other. This contact up ahead. Fine, Apple Gang. Blue Vet and Had going at it for 3rd spot. Better drive up the corner slightly for Blue Vet, but Had holds on for now. Here comes Blue Vet. Turn into the inside. Oh, watch out, Had. He just avoids the wall there. Lap 36 for these racers. Blue Paradise. He's had a relatively quiet race, but not like that. Had into the wall. And Blue Vet goes into 3rd spot. The Blue Vet from 12th in the B main all the way onto a podium in the A main. He's effectively passed upwards of 30 drivers. 12 in the B main and another 13 here, 10 here. Incredible stuff. Oh, runs wide there. Comes Had. It's not over yet. Keep an eye on it. Here's your top 4. Flooded Mean, Thomas Jr., Deceitful. Gotta get in there. Gotta go. Now is the time. 13 laps. This is as close as he's ever been. That's the gap. He's got to go. Pitted Mender needs a win to make the playoffs. Doesn't seem likely as he's a lap down in 12th. good so far. The gap, I think it's come down just a little bit. Wreckfest Motors. Oh, Pity Mender running wide. Pity Mender contact with Flooded Mean. It's Deceitful has to get past both of them. He's got 12 laps to do it. Backed up ahead. Nut Cheese, ZRT. It's Defiant, Apple Gang. Can we get both Defiant and Deceitful into the playoffs? Or have I misremembered that? No, Defiant is well out of it. Excuse me. He sits in 8th. So it'll be up to Deceitful. Gotta catch those two in front of him. That's the battle we're keeping an eye on here. Billionaire, Blue Paradise, Blue Vet. Pulled away from Had. I think Had hasn't recovered quite as well as he would have liked from that mistake. But Blue Vet. Man, oh man. And Flooded Mean and Deceitful. Flooded Mean and Deceitful. No. Deceitful gets past. He's in 12th now, but the gap to Pitied Mender. It's massive. All the work he's done. He now has 9 laps to do it all again. He needs one more spot. And he's in the playoffs. Like he has more damage than he already did. Thomas Jr.? Thomas Jr., Apple Gang, there's some contact here. Thomas Jr. Does he have all his car parts? Yes, it just took him a minute to get back onto the track. So, a glimmer of hope for Deceitful. As mistakes start to pile up as we get later and later into this race. So you can join the championship, but there is only 3 rounds remaining in the championship. So you'll basically just be racing at the end of the season for experience, and then once next season starts back up, you'll get right into the mix. But this season's closer to the end than it is to the beginning. We'll say that. Top 5 drivers are locked into the championship fight, the playoffs if you will, after today. That's what we're watching. Deceitful here in 12th place. He needs to get up to 11th to make the playoffs. Not, he's out. Time's ready now. Apple Gang! Apple Gang! What's happened with Apple Gang? That's exactly what he needed! Apple Gang is out! Deceitful, as it stands, is into the playoffs. All you need to do is finish. That's it. Deceitful is in. As long as he finishes ahead of Flooded Mean, who's behind him. Billionaire is your leader. Wow, what a turn of events here. A terrible day pace-wise. All he needed was 10 points. $1.5k hours of clean racing. Oh, well, perfect. That's what we want here. Be a great addition to the league. There's Deceitful and Millionaire. There is Deceitful. Hopefully he gets out of the way here as cleanly as possible. Not losing too much time to Flooded Mean. There it is. There's the gap. He gets on the brakes in a terrible spot. Flooded Mean is closing in. That's the gap to Deceitful making the playoffs versus not making the playoffs. Gotta qualify. A fight for a championship. Blue Paradise is actually closing in just a little bit to the race leader. Oh, but Flooded Mean lets off. Flooded Mean lets off. Deceitful over the curb and is looking better and better. Make the playoffs here. Did the math before the A main. All he needed was 11th. Flooded Mean could spoil his party. So could Deceitful. Deceitful can make a mistake here very easily. Blue Vet as well. So many stories in this race. Blue Vet sitting in third. And for another podium. What a strong drive. In my opinion, this drive's even more impressive than last week. Last week there was a safety car. That gave him a little bit of help, but this time it was all him. Ad running in fourth. Deceitful running in 11th where he needs to be, but that's the gap. What did it mean? Could steal his thunder. At this point, I want to say they are 2 laps down with such a short lap, so they are actually on lap 46 if I'm not mistaken. So they just got to keep racing. Leader's coming to lap 49. It's going to be another win for Willionaire. It's going to be his 5th of the season. Barring a disaster, but we keep an eye on Deceitful and Flooded Mean. What can Flooded Mean do here? Will he play spoiler for Deceitful? Will Deceitful hang on? Leader has begun the final lap. Deceitful runs wide. 5 wins in 7 races for Willionaire so far in the regular season. Quite dominant indeed. He's going to exit the final corner. Willionaire goes into the playoffs, a serious championship favorite. He wins round number 7 in absolutely dominating fashion. Blue Paradise, a great result for him. Blue Vet, contact there! Blue Vet at the line, loses his podium! Blue Vet into the wall and loses his podium. A disaster. Still a great drive from him, but he couldn't finish it off with a podium like he would have liked. Deceitful and these guys gotta navigate the slow cars. They've now got 30 seconds. This is likely going to be their last lap. Can't believe what happened to Blue Vet. Hitting Mender is out. He needed a win. Watch out, Deceitful. Watch out. Here comes Flooded Mean. This could be a disaster. Deceitful needs to get ahead of him. He's got 13 seconds to do it. This is for the playoff spot. Deceitful has to try anything here. He's got 5 seconds. He's got to be ahead in 2, in 1. Is he ahead? Deceitful gets it. Deceitful gets it. By a hair. Deceitful is into the playoffs by a hair at the buzzer. I cannot believe it. What a finish to the regular season. What a finish. T10 is out of the playoffs. We'll bring up the standings one more time. Remember, the drivers, they dropped their worst result. So T10 was up by 6. He drops 8 versus Deceitful dropping 11. That's another 3. The gap was 9, so Deceitful gets 10 points here today. By the hair. At the buzzer. I can't believe it. And he's going to make it. Oof. What a finish. That close. That close to not making the playoffs, but he does it. I don't know if he's aware. Let's actually join the party. Let's get some party audio in on this stream. Hey, Deceitful. Is Deceitful here? He is. Deceitful, are you aware that you made the playoffs with that last second pass? Yeah. Uh, what I fit. All right, everybody. He had to score 10 points. That was the 10th point. No, you did by the last second. Go. You gotta rewatch the end of the stream. That was incredible. Oh my, it's still going. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time for the playoffs.